What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today we got another video game reaction for you guys. I just got done watching Mortal Kombat cartoon trailer that just recently came out, which I'm really looking forward to. It has great animations, and it definitely looks like it has better love and care put into it than the Defenders of the Realm cartoon, and even that I was okay with. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. But I did mention that I was a 90s kid and I was a big fan of series that were either debuting in the 90s or had their peaks in the 90s. And Final Fantasy to me is one of those. There will never be a greater period in time than 1997 to 2000, right around the time Square Enix could do no wrong and were releasing game after game after game, home run after home run after home run, with the Final Fantasy 7 through 9 games, the Tactics games, Vagrant Story, Brave Fencer Musashi, Enhegeiser, I believe it was called. Just a ton of just amazing games that were just coming out back to back to back, and that in particular is what I define my childhood on. So Final Fantasy 7 to me, well, it's my favorite game of all time. The Remake has been a game I've been looking forward to ever since the 2005 tech demo. So another trailer has just been released. This game comes out in April. I will be getting it when it comes out. And this is a 4-minute long video, and I've seen other reactors do reactions to this. I haven't seen the video, but I've seen them upload videos and I've seen the thumbnails. And in one of those videos, I believe they described it as the original theme trailer. In which case, I'm hoping that a lot of the original theme is in the trailer, because that is one of the most beautiful pieces of music I think I've ever heard. Final Fantasy VII is what got me interested in classical music. Like, it really did. Like, some of the most beautiful music that just goes so well with the settings and the moods and the situations that's going on at the time. Let's get into this and check it out.
So, what did you want to talk about?
When spring comes, I'm leaving town.
Oh, Young Cloud.
I'm going to Midgar.
Does he do the squat?
I'm going to be a soldier.
Ah, come on now.
The best of the best. Like Sephiroth.
That's cool. He has the ponytail. He didn't get up and do the little squat thing, though. Like, that's the thing. You gotta, I want to be part of soldier. Like, that's what makes Cloud young fun.
The best of the best. Like Sephiroth.
Genova, I think. Yep. Oh, wow. Hojo's lab has changed.
Tell me, is it really you?
Are we on schedule?
Please, Mr. President, I am asking you
That's
to
Reeves, I
reconsider.
believe.
No, begging.
Director Twisty.
Or Cat Sith. Which, by the way, I was actually looking it up. Did you know that Cat Sith's name is actually pronounced Cat Chi? He's named after I forgot exactly what he's named after, but the thing he's named after is pronounced Cat Chi. I know it's weird. It's not spelled that way, and I've always identified him as Cat Sith, but look it up for yourself.
I'm asking you to reconsider. No, begging.
Director Twisty.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
Mako supersaturation
No,
confirmed.
that's just the people hiding in
Materia
the...
cooling to reduce temperature.
Hey, Director.
Is that Scarlet?
You have a meeting shortly.
Oh, wow.
Stop. Your timing is impeccably atrocious.
Just turned it directly... Oh,
Dear.
Palmer! First time seeing Palmer. This is great. I can't wait to see his ass get hit by a truck. It's going to be so amazing in the remake. And they turned Scarlet into a dominatrix, which she kind of was in the original game, but you didn't really see her interact with men like that. I mean, I think she like teased Reeves once or twice, but yeah, they just turned her into a straight up. I don't really know the exact word to use besides dominatrix.
Your timing is impeccably atrocious.
Oh dear. Oh dear. A man of my refined taste running out of butter.
Welcome to the
That's
Honeybee
ironic because
Inn.
he looks like butter. The Honeybee Inn.
True beauty is an expression of the heart. A thing without shame, to which notions of gender
the dressing
don't
game.
apply.
The dressing
Perfection.
game.
Not a word.
Not even
Not
one.
a word.
No!
But you're so pretty.
Today's right to be is...
Today's?
Pathetic.
Huh? Which one of you said that? You got a mouth on you!
Now I'm wondering, are they going to turn that into just a regular cutscene, or do you still have to, or not have to, but is it still possible for him to pick different girls? Because this thing seems like it's a lot more narrative driven. So I'm wondering, is he going to pick the same character each time, or are they going to have it where you go out, find the extra items, and if you get everything perfect, he'll actually pick Cloud as the girl that he wants for the evening?
Well, aren't we having a wonderful time kicking the hornet's nest?
You know what I want. A second dance. Just the two of us.
Okay, so already it appears he's going to be a boss that you have to fight multiple times. This takes place before... Well, this takes place, looks like somewhere between the original bomb mission and the second mission where you end up fighting against the Buster robot. But who knows? They might have added other scenes into the game too, where you interact with the rest of the Avalanche crew. Did that rhyme? Did that really rhyme? Maybe.
I want a second dance. Just the two of us.
So what the hell is it?
Red 13.
A fascinating question.
Oh, did it just talk?
I am that which you see before you. Nothing more.
Cool. Red 13
A touching reunion.
Even after I learned it was 13, I still called him 8 for some reason, because it just sounds better. Red 8.
Very
Red
good. 13. And thus is the hypothesis proven correct. I can only hope you will continue not to disappoint.
Gotta give him that big ass brow.
He's getting tired of playing tag anyway.
Come on.
That's the elevator.
Avalanche ain't Buta or anybody, fucker.
We're here to rescue Aerith, remember? We don't need more attention than what we're gonna get.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go.
Sadly, if Choco Mog is in the game, but it's in Midgar, then does that mean we're gonna miss out on that Chocobo dance, or Chocobo dance that they have at the Chocobo farm? Because in the original game, that's how you get the summon for Choco Mog. So I'm wondering, will we not see the Chocobos dance? Or will that be part of the summon? See, if they add it to the summon, that would be great.
I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists.
This is...
the source of everything. Genova.
Holy crap. So you actually get to fight with Genova, at least Genova Life. So they actually have that in this game. Now, because the first time you fight against Genova Birth is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on the cargo ship on your way to Costa del Sol. And if that's the case, then does this game stretch that far? Because I remember him saying it only goes to like Midgar. So are they going to put Genova in Midgar, or does this game go longer than we originally thought it did?
Suck on this!
The Shinra Electric Power Company isn't the real enemy. I promise you, there's a much bigger threat. I just want to do everything in my power to help all of you and the planet.
I wonder if that's Aerith. April 10th. Everybody hide your wallets, hide your paychecks, because Final Fantasy VII is stealing everything around here. I can't wait till this game comes out. I will definitely be buying this. Like I said, Final Fantasy VII is, to me, the greatest game of all time. I have bought this game so many goddamn times, and I will be buying the remake, and I will be buying whatever port of the remake they have for future consoles. So if this game comes out for PlayStation 4, I know PlayStation 5 is right around the corner. I've heard talk that it might even be released later on this year. And if it is, I'm hoping Final Fantasy VII will be transferred over. And if it is, I will be buying it for that as well. If it comes out for PC, I will be buying that as well. I will show Final Fantasy VII as much love as any possible gamer can show a game love. That is how much it means to me. This game has led to some of my greatest friendships. I met King Rutherford through this game. That is something that we both had in common with Final Fantasy VII, which later led to Final Fantasy VIII, not so much for me, more so with him, and Final Fantasy IX, which to me and him are to him it's the greatest Final Fantasy all time. For me, it's the second, perhaps, greatest of all time. Like I said, it's 10 and 9 for me always like switch back and back. It really depends on how I'm feeling when I do the list. But usually it's always 2A and Final Fantasy X is 2B. I love RPGs that do something different. That's the reason why I'm such a big fan of Final Fantasy VII, because I played RPGs before that. So I don't want people to think, oh, well, the reason you like Final Fantasy VII more so than a game like Final Fantasy VI, for example, is because it was the first Final Fantasy you played. While that's technically true, it's not the first RPG I played. It's not the first Japanese RPG I've played. The thing that got me into Final Fantasy VII more than anything was how different it was. It wasn't a game where we were involved in knights and kingdoms and dragons and the stereotypical fantasy RPG style that was pretty much dominant back then. This was a game that took place in a cyberpunk futuristic like city. Instead of kingdoms and nations and palaces, we had corporations and different types of factions. You had terrorist cells, you had militaries, and like it was like modern, it was different, and that's something that I really enjoyed. If I had known about Earthbound when I was younger, I probably would have been huge into that game as well. That wasn't the game I played until I got older, actually, but Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX, it goes back to that old style, but it's still somewhat different. It's not exactly the same. There's still a little bit of twist to it. Final Fantasy VIII would have been great. I just hated the another rhyme. Final Fantasy VIII would have been good, but I hated the junction system. I hated what they did with the summons and magic. I hated drawing. I hated all that. Like, I hated it. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, because I would go throughout the entire game and never use magic. Not because I couldn't actually do it, but because it was just better incorporated, equipped into your character as stat boosts or as things that help benefit you when it came to status effects or putting effects on your weapons. Like, it had better stuff to use with it, and that just irritated me. They should have made like an entire separate set of items or something that you will equip to your character that have the exact same effect as magic. But I just never really liked Final Fantasy VIII. But with that said, this game already is becoming my go-to for the year. That should surprise nobody. That is probably going to be my game of the year as of right now. Only thing that can make the only thing that could be greater than this is if I'm also a big Star Wars fan. If a Star Wars game comes out, either because I've heard rumors about another Knights of the Old Republic. If a Star Wars game comes out that is an adventure game like that, and even better if it comes out for VR, which I recently got an Oculus Quest. I am very happy about that. If it comes out for VR and it actually has a story, it has something to, like, I've been playing Vader Immortal, and the lightsaber dojo is one of the funnest things I've played in a long time, but it's pretty much just a challenge mode. That's fun, but it gets boring after a while. I want to actually go into the Star Wars world. I want to play a story mode that stretches a long period of time. Something that allows me to build up my character with RPG-like elements. Like if my Force ability gets stronger, I can do different types of Force attacks. I can, like, if I Force choke somebody, maybe when I first start off it takes longer to kill somebody, but then the further I get in the game, the stronger it gets. Not only will it be faster to kill the enemies that took a long time before, but it gives me the ability to now, I can Force choke like gigantic droids or something. Like, I want to see something like that where your character gets better, you get stronger over time. It's RPG elements, things like that. Like I said, only thing that's going to be better than Final Fantasy VII is if something like that comes out for me. But it's safe to say that's not going to happen. So with that being said, I'm Devon DaVinci. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I look forward to see you guys in my next video. I will see you then. Give you the deuces, and I'm out. Deuces.